What's going on, folks? Welcome back to another episode of Empire Intel. I'm your host, Mega John, as always, here with the one and only.
THoG Reeking, baby.
And on today's episode, we got a couple of topics to discuss. We're going to kick it off by talking Titanfall 2 and our feelings and thoughts on the game. After that, I got I gotta hand it to Regan. I gotta give him the D as far as Gears of War 4 goes. So we're gonna be talking about that. But before we kick out this episode, let me throw it over to Regan and let him tell you a little bit about what's coming up on the show this week. Regan?
All right, thanks a lot, man. All right, so we got a lot of stuff planned out for this week. We're gonna be dropping. We're gonna try and see if we can drop a podcast at least every day this week. This is gonna be the first one, of course. So right now we're gonna be covering Titanfall 2. We're gonna talk a little bit about Gears of War. He's talking about giving me the D. He just might get it back. Massacre, no homo. I already know you're gonna say something real stupid. But anyway, we're going to be talking about other games as well. We're going to be talking about Battlefield 1. We're going to be talking about Infinite Warfare. And for that one, we might have a special guest. I'm not going to tell you who it is right now. You know, we are putting stuff in the works for that. We do have another roundtable that we're going to be putting together with another guest that we have coming up. And right now we're waiting on a third guest. We're just waiting on confirmation for that one. So, I mean, it looks like we got a lot of stuff coming up. We're also going to be talking about a couple of controversial issues this week. We're definitely going to be bringing up the Dakota Access Pipeline, which is something that has not been being covered in news at all. And it's something that it really hits very close to home for me. And dude, for lack of a description, it fucking pisses me off. So we're bringing that shit up.
Oh, yeah.
Boricua Blood and some other people have recommended that we talk about the election and our thoughts on that. Now, I just want to let you know, when it comes to the election, we're not going to really say who it is that we're going to be voting for because it is going to create hate. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically fucking roast both of them. We're going to roast the shit out of Trump. We're going to roast the shit out of Hillary, or whatever the fuck people call her, Hillary and shit.
Hitlery.
Yeah, dude, Hitlery. We're gonna fucking roast the shit out of Bernie Sanders. Everybody is gonna get fucking hit in that episode. So we got a lot of content coming at you guys this week. So I'm gonna throw it back to Mega John so that he can talk to you guys a little bit about Titanfall 2.
All right. Titanfall 2. Okay, it came out Friday. If you watched any of our videos from my videos as well, from the technical test alpha, anywhere on social media, anywhere in the media at all, you know that Titanfall 2 got roasted for everything that was changed in the tech test. Now things went, on a positive track from the first weekend to the second weekend. So Rican, I'm going to tell you, going into the final build of the game, I haven't dropped my review yet. In fact, as of recording this, my video's rendering. I gave this game a 10 out of 10. My first ever 10. I've had so much fucking fun with this game. The campaign is on fire. The multiplayer, the balances and the changes that were made to it was something that I was worried about. I know I've talked to you about it. I was worried about, Titans not being able to select different weapons for the Titans and, on and on.
Yeah.
I'm on board with everything, dude. I'm on board with everything.
All right, so you're giving it a 10 out of 10. Based on how I've viewed the game over the last couple of days. Now, granted, a lot of people may see my thought process as a little bit biased because of the fact that I actually got the game free from a developer. But in playing the game, there were a bunch of things that I did find wrong with it. And you know me, I'm always that nitpicker. I'm going to find some shit that people don't even think of, or, stuff that the bigger YouTubers just refuse to cover. So, I'm going to actually give it a straight up 8 out of 10, and it's not a bad game. It's not. But there is some game-breaking stuff that's going on right now. It's not to the extent of Battlefield 1, which we're going to cover tomorrow, because that motherfucker, holy shit. But, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. So before I even explain why I gave it an 8 out of 10, I'm going to let you explain your 10 out of 10.
Okay, people look at, the scoring scale. It doesn't matter what media outlet you go to. And when people see a score, if it doesn't get a perfect 10, they think the reviewers paid off or it's bullshit or something. Or if it gets a higher score, there's a lot of politics involved and a lot of people's opinions involved. And that's all a review is an opinion. On my scale, when I give it a 10 out of 10, that doesn't mean it's a perfect game. It's just, I judge it off of, does it work? Is it fun to play? And if everything lines up correctly, like, with this case, I'm having a fucking blast with it. It's got everything that I wanted from the first Titanfall. A single player campaign, great multiplayer. That was no surprise. Well, okay, it was a little bit of a surprise after the tech test, but, it feels like Titanfall 1, only more of Titanfall 1. So, to me, just from a fun perspective, that's a 10 out of 10 for me. I've had a blast just going through the campaign, man.
All right. Well, I haven't done the campaign yet myself. I'm actually still waiting to watch some of your videos. You're fucking slacking, dude. You're slacking.
Dude, it's your fault. You fucked me up yesterday. I was getting ready to do this review. Rican gets on. I was like, hey, we got shit to talk about. Come on. I'm like, fuck.
Hey, come on, man. I mean, we got to come up with content for the Empire Intel podcast. That's what the fans want. They want content. So you just need to learn how to manage your damn time better.
Hey, and the Cowboy game was on last night, so I had to
fuck the Cowboys. Get the fuck out of here, man. You could blow a fat cowboy dick. How about that shit?
We won.
All right, anyway, going back to what you were saying about Titanfall. When it comes to Titanfall, as far as working, there is a serious issue that I'm finding with it. Now, I know that the devs did this on purpose, but the mere fact that you can only stay in a party for one fucking match is ridiculous to me. That shit's a bitch to get together in a party to start a game. When you're in the game, it's cool. Everything functions the way it's supposed to. But then after the match, it fucking disbands the party. It'll kick people out. It'll throw them back to the main screen. It'll let you continue on. And if the people do stay in a party, it'll either throw you into different servers or it'll throw you on opposing teams. Like, what the fuck is the concept behind that bullshit?
Yeah, that is my only complaint about it, other than the fact of there being no combat record, which is going to get patched in later. But
yeah, but I mean, combat record, okay, cool, that's
whatever.
all right, that's fine and dandy. But I mean, when you're in a match loading screen, you can't sit there and compare combat records with the other team because you don't see who the other team is in the loading screen.
Yeah,
and that's another thing for me.
It's not a lobby type system.
Exactly. And I think that goes back to the fact that Titanfall, or not Titanfall, I'm sorry, Respawn is using 4 different companies to run their servers. And the fact that these companies might or might not be talking to each other, which is why we are having to change our own data centers, to connect to each other, which is why it's probably kicking us out of these lobbies after the match is over. Because these 4 companies that Respawn is using for their servers, they might not be in direct communication with each other, and their servers might not be talking with each other in order to keep us together, which I think is a flaw. Yeah. But the way they have their servers laid out, I fucking love it. You're not PvP. You're not playing off of someone else's fucking connection, which is cool as shit to me. You're actually playing off of the server's connection, which to me is paramount. I don't want to fucking sit there and drop one dude, turn around, and have some dude lagging across the fucking screen, and then I just die because a bitch killed me because of lag. Come on.
Connection issues have been non-existent. Non-existent for me. I mean, I haven't ran into a laggy game yet, or a game where I had to back out because it's just fucking bullshit all the way through. If I got killed, it was because I got outplayed.
I had one fucking lobby where I think it was day 1. This bitch was lagging all over the fucking place. Like he looked like he was phase shifting. I mean, shit. It looked like he was using that phase shift perk or whatever the fuck they call it. But I mean, the dude was just glitching all over the fucking map. And I think the server ended up kicking him out, or he ended up getting disconnected around midway through the map or the match, because I noticed that I wasn't running into him anymore. Yeah. So, I mean, that was it. That was basically the only instance of me having that issue there. But, the way they have the servers laid out, fucking kudos to you, Respawn. You just need to figure out how to get them to communicate with each other, man.
Yeah, and the one thing I'm gonna praise Respawn for the no loot box microtransaction bullshit.
Yep.
I'm put that in my review at the end, and we got to bring it up here too because every AAA game is going that way. And actually, I want to throw this back a little bit to Battlefield 1 because there are loot boxes in that game, but if you've noticed, you can't buy them with real money. So
uh
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna have to look into that because I think
Yeah.
you can buy supply drops
Uh,
in Battlefield.
as of right now, no. I've looked through the store. The only option it gives you is to use scrap on it.
All right, so after throwing on Battlefield, both of us, we actually went on there and we did check. You can't purchase the battle packs with money now, but it's not to say that EA or whoever the hell is developing this fucking game, it's not to say that they're not going to implement it in the future. As of right now, you can only get it with scraps, and it's a bitch to get scraps. That's all I got to say about that shit for now. More of that
Yeah,
coming tomorrow.
yeah. So, to me, this looked like, since they're both Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1 are both EA games, that maybe this was going to mark a bit of a change coming from everybody's most hated developer, EA, but it doesn't quite look like that. But I will say, Respawn, they have to be praised for this because with all the different customization options in this game, it would have been easy for them to go ahead and put in a loot box system. I can charge people $2 or $3 for a loot box, and we know how the story goes.
Yeah.
Um, Vince Zampella came out over the weekend and said they will be adding microtransactions to the game, but it's going to be on a la carte type of purchase plan. You see a skin, you buy that skin, it's yours. There's not going to be any fucking chance or loot box type bullshit.
Well, yeah, I mean, they
And
got to figure out how to make their money back because you got to think on drop day or a couple of days before drop day, they were giving out a massive amount of codes for people to get the game for free. I was one of the recipients of that,
yeah,
and not only that, but all DLC is free for the life of the game.
yeah,
That's another thing that they're doing. So they're losing out on millions that they could be making off of DLC or just actual straight up pre-orders. So they got to
yeah.
figure out how to make some of that money back.
And with the game launching right in between the two biggest hitters, Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty. I'll still call Call of Duty a big hitter just because it's Call of Duty. People are going to buy it. It kind of puts Respawn and Titanfall in a bad place. I really hope people do not overlook this game because it's fucking amazing. It might be the best shooter you will play this year. I'm going
Yeah.
to go out on a limb and say that just because of Battlefield 1 and what we're going to get into on the next episode and
Okay,
Call of Duty.
hold up. Now I got to stop you there. You're
What's
talking
up?
about this is going to be the best shooter, right?
Yes. The
Aren't you
most
a fucking
fun.
Gears head?
I am. I am a Gears head. But, but,
But what? I mean,
but,
okay, wait a minute. You've been trying to get me to, and this is going to lead us into our next segment right now. You've been trying to get me to play Gears of War 4 for the last, 2 or 3 weeks, and now
yeah.
you're sitting here saying Titanfall 2 is going to be the best shooter. So what the fuck ever
Yeah.
happened to Gears?
Gears is still up there. Gears is still my baby. But Titanfall 2, as fun as it is, okay, Gears. Gears is a different mindset, a completely different mindset from any other shooter you will play.
Yeah, you
And
gotta be a fucking complete super douche to play that fucking game. I mean, come on. Combat rolling
Okay.
from one end of the map to the other end of the map, and apparently you can't kill a motherfucker when he's combat rolling. And then the dude fucking pops up and shoots you in the face with a fucking shotgun. Get the fuck
Regan,
out of here,
come
man.
on. You are the first Mexican I've ever met that does not like Gears of War.
Mexican? Man,
Yes,
you
the
just
very
about as
first one.
fucking dark as the whitest Mexican I've seen, Miklo. Come on, man. Get out of here.
You are letting your people down. You're letting your people down.
Hell
Now-
nah. See, Rican, motherfucker. It says it in my fucking name. Wait, let me fucking get that shit right there. Rican, Puerto Rican. I don't need a fucking passport to come into this country. Shit.
But okay, Gears it's different from any other first person shooter you'll play. Okay, Because let me tell you, when's the last time you've played pubs in a game like Call of Duty and actually cared about anything other than your KD ratio?
Titanfall.
Okay, when have you been able to see your KD ratio in Titanfall?
Okay, well that's the thing. I don't care about my KD in Titanfall. You know,
Okay.
in Titanfall, I jump in, I straight up fucking pub stomp because I'm having a blast. Battlefield, another game. I'm not worried about my KD because of the fact that I jump in and I have a blast. Now, Call of Duty, yeah, I'm worried about my KD because KD is basically bragging rights in Call of Duty. You have a less than 1.0 KD, you're a fucking
Mhm.
shit player. Plain
Okay,
and simple.
then which is more important, winning the match, or are you okay with losing the game, losing the round, as long as you go positive?
Okay, if I'm gonna lose the game, I want to lose the game to someone that is better than me, not someone that is sitting here abusing the fucking mechanics in the goddamn game to avoid getting shot in the fucking face. That shit right there pisses me off, and that has Gears of War 4 written all over it.
Okay, come on now. Okay, when it comes to comparing these games, Gears of War 4, I can tell you I'm not a great player on Gears of War. I can, pull a point 0.7, point 0.8 KD.
You're not a
But
great player in any game you play. Come on, every game we
that's
play
true.
together, I top brag. You're at the bottom of the leaderboard.
That's that's true. But I will concede that I did not like Gears of War 1 or 2 multiplayer. It wasn't until 3. And that's because just like you back then I did not understand the fundamentals of the game. I did not understand it. Once I picked it up, it took me a while and I'm still not that good, but the fucking strategy in this game is a lot deeper than any Call of Duty, possibly any Battlefield you will ever play.
Not with the lobbies I joined, because I actually did play the beta. And the lobbies that I got into in the beta, a lot of these people had the same mindset that the same people in Call of Duty have. Find a fucking fat dildo in a corner, sit in the shit, and fucking ADS until somebody shows
But
up.
there's
Those
no
what the
camping
lobbies
in
that.
Gears of
Oh,
War.
get the fuck out of
No
here, dude! Damn near
camping.
every lobby I got into, there was a motherfucker camping, just fucking straight up ADSing, waiting for somebody to come in their fucking screen. It was bullshit. I only played the first day because that game pissed me off.
So you are you blind or something? Because you can see them over the top of the cover or around the walls a little bit.
Nah, not these motherfuckers. They're sitting there crouched behind fucking cover, fucking throwing their goddamn guns over the fucking cover. That's some bullshit.
Gears of War that's what it's built around. In your face, up close and personal action. And you cannot get that from any other shooter, any other big shooter out there.
I don't know.
I can tell you
You can
that.
kind of get that from Titanfall 2 because of the fact that
Oh,
they do
time to
have
kill's too low.
execution. No, they have executions now. You know, like for example, I just unlocked an execution from Mountain Dew. That old boy fucking slams a guy down on the ground after he snaps his neck, fucking body slams him, and two pieces him in the fucking face with a pistol. I mean,
Yeah.
where else are you gonna get a fucking execution like that?
Gears of War, you're going to be fucking chainsawing dudes, slapping their heads off with fucking shotguns, picking them up with a fucking drop shot and shooting them up in the air.
Yeah, because it's tactically
Titanfall,
feasible for me to run around with a fucking assault rifle with a half a chainsaw hooked up underneath it. The fuck out of here,
yeah.
man.
Okay, don't get on those chainsaws. Okay, those guns are the Lancers. They are suppressive weapons only. They're not meant to be used in the same way. This is a problem a lot of people have. I had it with Gears. I'm like, the whole fucking basis of the game is having a gun with a chainsaw on it, but everybody's running around with shotguns.
Okay,
And
but
that's
all right,
what
now
I
that's the
hated
thing.
about it for the
I
longest
I
time.
did run around with the shotgun a couple of times, but the problem with the shotgun is one thing I found was when the enemy was using the shotgun against me, they were one shotting the shit out of me. I would fucking drop. That's it. When I use a
Mm.
shotgun, I'd have to fucking put 3, 4, 5 rounds in the guys. I mean, what the fuck is that bullshit? There's zero consistency.
That's that's your own skills talking, dude. That's
Own
your own
skill? I
skills
mean, come
talking.
on, man.
Yes,
If I'm
your
running
lack
around
of
and I
skills.
shoot somebody in the fucking face, that should be an insta kill in any game.
In any game, yes. In Gears of War, no.
Yeah,
Gears
apparently
of
you gotta
War
shoot a
is a whole.
motherfucker in the fucking butthole to get a goddamn one shot kill.
I noticed myself doing that in Gears too. There's so much tension because of problems like this,
Yeah,
Nasher inconsistencies, and it's I don't want to defend that because it is lazy game design because
exactly.
they've even come out and said we know the Nasher's not right. There's a problem right now with the Nasher shotgun where you'll fire a shot, the bullets will come out, but your ammo counter doesn't deplete, which means that it's an unregistered shot
So,
completely.
okay, wait a minute.
So
Unregistered in the respect that you have unlimited ammo, or unregistered that you fire the shot and it just
and
doesn't hit?
it doesn't hit the bullet. The bullet comes out of your gun, but the shot doesn't register. It's like the bullet was never fired. The
That's
shot
not
was
that.
never fired.
That's not an issue with the actual mechanics of the game. That's a lag issue. That's a
That is
connectivity issue.
that is a lag and a connectivity issue.
Yeah, that's some
But
bullshit, man. I
but
mean, come on. You got to think in this day and age, we shouldn't be dealing with issues like this. These
yeah,
motherfuckers have dropped so many fucking games, and it's not just Gears. You got fucking Activision, you got, Playground Entertainment, Respawn Entertainment, EA Dice. All these motherfuckers
mhm,
have dropped multiple games. They should know what it takes to keep a goddamn server up and running and have that server
exactly,
have good connection. There's no excuse for it no more. There really isn't.
exactly. But what happens is, it hurts Gears a lot because people fucking rage whenever they don't hit a shot. I do it a lot too. I've starting to realize, whenever I feel like I'm getting fucked over, I'm not really getting fucked over a lot of the time. It has gotten better because you have to make sure that your reticle that you hit every single pellet from that Nasher. So the skill involved with Gears of War when you're fighting the lag and you're fighting the roadie running wall bouncing motherfuckers, if you can do good at that game, oh my god, you are. Hey, Frag, I'll say it right now. Frag is a beast.
I don't know. See,
Frag is a
I
beast.
don't have enough time to
The-
sit here and learn. I mean, I can learn the gameplay, fine. I give it that. But to learn how to play with lag, the whole reason I went and got the internet service provider that I have now is so that I don't have to deal with lag. I even went ahead and bought myself a Net Duma. Now
Mhm.
I'd have to just negate all of that, go back to Gears of War and learn how to play with lag again. I can't deal with that shit, man. I'm not a
it's
lag person.
I mean it's not like every game's fucking laggy. I mean, don't get it like that. There's a lot of times people will blame lag for their own fuck ups. And like I said, I've done it a bunch of times too, and now I'm starting to realize more how to play the game, the positioning. It's the skill gap in Gears is much higher than any Call of Duty you will ever fucking play. The skill gap, I mean, to me, playing a game like Gears, I don't care if I go 2-10 as long as my team wins. If I play a game like Call of Duty, I don't care if my team wins as long as I pulled a 2.0 or 1.5 KD, I'm happy.
Well, that's the shit. Call of Duty now, it's just I don't even know what the fuck to say about that game. It's a kids game. That shit isn't made for fucking adults. They got that shit
Yeah.
rated like mature or whatever the fuck it is. It should be rated everybody. This shit's made for fucking kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
it's just
It's
fuck Call of Duty. That's why I am personally boycotting Call of Duty. If anybody in THoG Empire wants to play Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered, and upload those videos to our channel, fine. Go ahead. It's your book. You put whatever you want on it. I'll throw it up on the channel. Fine. But as far as me, I am not fucking paying for Infinite Warfare based on that fucking beta we just played. I'm not going to buy Modern Warfare Remastered because of the fact that they've already said it previously that they haven't changed shit, that they kept everything true to the original game, which means all of the fucking manipulations, all of the glitches, all of that bullshit is still in the fucking game. So wait, like the golden cock said it, 8 thoughts, wait until 2 weeks after the fucking game drops. Nobody's gonna be playing that shit because they're gonna fucking be reminded of all of that bullshit we were complaining about when we got the fucking game to begin with.
Yep. Amen. But
Yep.
like I said, with me, I didn't know you were going to completely, bounce out on Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, dude.
I didn't
After
know.
that beta, I had to bounce out, man. It's just I can't do it. I'm going to where Massacre's mindset is. Speak with your wallet. Activision doesn't want to listen to us as gamers and as a community. Fuck them. I'm not going to give them my money. I'm not.
Yeah.
I had a
And
bunch of pre-orders. The only pre-orders I kept were the ones for the giveaway. And the
oh,
pre-orders that I have for myself, my son, my daughter, my other son, I fucking scrapped those shits. I bought them all Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2.
yeah, and
Which
Taco wants Gears of War 4, I think.
Taco gonna get a foot up his ass. He ain't getting that shit. I will not allow Gears of War in my fucking house.
You're letting the Mexicans down, Rican. You're letting
Oh,
them all down.
fuck that bullshit.
Man, I could go on. Like I said, apparently I'm never going to change your mind. You don't have the skills to play Gears of War. I'll
Ah,
just go ahead
come
and leave it at
on.
that. I'll leave
It's
it at
not
that.
about skill. See, now you got me wanting to buy the game to whoop your ass and then take that shit back to fucking GameStop.
But man, okay, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I couldn't convince Rican to do it, but we had some good dialogue here with Titanfall 2, and I'm going to tell you guys, by the time you're seeing this, I'll have my review. So if you're interested in seeing my thoughts on the game, anything that I haven't covered here, I go into a little bit more depth, just a little bit, and you already know it's going to be a 10 out of 10. So if you're still interested in seeing the review, head on over to my channel, X Megajohn, and I'll have that up for you today. Um, we're going to be dropping it, as Regan said. We're going to have 3-4 uploads coming this week, so just stay tuned and check us out, guys. We're going to be covering everything. So that's going to do it from here, Regan. I'll throw it to you and let you finish this thing off. Put a bow on it.
All right, man. Thanks a lot for that. But anyway, just so you guys know, I'm going to be putting this podcast up today if you guys will listen to it. The video, since it's somewhat following YouTube terms of service, we are going to be putting this video up on YouTube sometime this week, probably today. That way you guys can know about, both of them. But I'm going to be putting this video up today. Again, like I said at the beginning of the show, we have a lot of stuff coming at you guys this week. I hope you guys are excited as me and Mega are about this. I'm really liking the direction that Empire Intel is going. I was doing the podcast previously, and yeah, it was a lot of fun for me to do it. But now that me and Megajohn are doing it, with Megajohn as the main host, me as co-host, me and him going back and forth, it is making this podcast so much fun that I actually look forward to doing this podcast every single day for you guys, man. So I really hope you guys appreciate and love our content. If you do, drop likes on this video. Make sure you guys are downloading our podcast. Make sure you guys are sub. Turn those notifications on. You were chilling with your boy Megajohn and your boy Rican. Catch you guys later. Deuces.
Peace.